Hi y'all, I'm back. So I wanted to go ahead and show you some other little items that you can make. We're going to be making these cute little Easter eggs. I thought these were like super cute, and so I thought to make those to put, and then of course here's the grass. So I finally found it. So you can go ahead and put your grass in your basket. Okay. So we're just going to put some of this in here, and I'm going to spread it out a bit. And then, of course, our little Easter eggs will fit right in there, just like that. And then, so to make your Easter eggs, you're going to need, let me get this grass out of the way. So what you're going to need is a couple of strips. You're going to need 5 strips of that I believe are a 1/2 inch. Yeah, they're a 1/2 inch. Okay, so you're gonna, and they're actually only going to be 4 inches long. So you're going to cut them in half. So yeah, so they're 4 inches long. Okay, and you're going to need 5 of these, I believe. Let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 inches. So, and then you're going to need a brad. So I'm just using whatever brads I have here in my stash. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut a few of these. Okay. And that's one thing that's nice about having double-sided cardstock, is that you can go ahead and cut. Now I know my cutter's not going to cut all of these, so just going to go ahead and cut a couple at a time. You can cut a bunch of these little strips, right? And then use one side and then flip it over and use the other side to make a few of these eggs. And so they would be different. So I thought that would be fun. So I did do some earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all how to make your Easter eggs. Okay, and then I will go ahead and make some more and then be right back. And I'm going to be using like a few of the really pretty sheets of paper from this Jubilee collection, and I probably will even use, I think I'm going to use some of this Authentique Wood Connections paper too that I got. This Wood Connections paper is so awesome, you guys. You can use it just for everything. So I think I used this for our basket, so I'm going to set that aside. And then these are the Wood Connections. There's vanilla, there's brown, there's orange, yellow, and then there's pink and gray. Okay. And I think there might even be a blue, but I'm not sure. And then on this one, I'm going to use this page here, okay, to make an egg. And because I also like the vintage items that are on here too, like the old music sheets and the old recipes and advertisements that they have on there. This one I'm going to be using, and which I already cut up and did one egg in it right here. Okay, that's the back, and then the inside is the front of that sheet. Let's see, just like that. So I'm going to be using that. Okay, and then again I have this vintage sheet. I'm going to be using this sheet here, so we'll use one of these, and then the little bunnies and stuff on there. Those are cute. And then the carrot sheet I thought would be so stinking cute. And then on the back side of that, that's the green. And then on this one, we have this beautiful green pattern here. And then I thought it would be neat because there's like different colors all within this cut apart sheet. So I thought that would be pretty too. So since I already have some cut out already, I'm going to be just adding these to my little area here, and I will be making some Easter eggs with these. So to get started on your Easter egg, okay, you're going to need, we're going to use 5 of these, okay. So I've got 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got one more. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and grab a little punch, like just a little hole punch that you can put your brad through. And I just grabbed like all of mine, like this, all of my little strips. Oh, you know what? 6, that's right. We're doing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am going to go ahead and shut my door because my husband is home. He's watching TV. So, okay, sorry about that, guys. It's usually nobody's home when I'm doing my videos, so I usually don't worry about shutting my door. Okay, so then you're just going to go ahead and I just kind of did a hole like right on the top part. I think I left like maybe, you know, a few, maybe like a 1/4 of an inch, or not, maybe an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch. Oops, there we are, right there. There's my hole. So, and then I just stuck my brad in through here. And I think this one, I'm going to use a green one. And like I said, I'm just using brads that I have in my stash already. So, you're just going to stick your brad through those holes. I might have to just do a couple at a time because it looks like it's giving me some issues here. So, there's that one. These two. This one. And I just stuck them all in there. Just like that. Just like that. Okay? And then I went ahead and I'm going to turn my brad lengthways so my closure is like up and down. So I don't know if you can see that. So I can go ahead and put this here like that and that down like that. So that way it's not out to the side and it doesn't show. Okay. And actually I can go ahead and I'm going to try to twist it so this shorter side is up. Okay, I'm going to flatten it out quick. Okay, so it's like that. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to break these apart. Okay, so you're just going to make kind of like a little, I don't know, star. Okay, 2, 4, 6, okay. So, and then you're going to flatten that out. Again, mine came up. So, and then you're going to curl it. Okay, so you're going to curl your pieces so they're a little bit easier to bend. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then what you're going to do to form it like an Easter egg, because we're not making a ball. Okay, to form it like an Easter egg, you want it to kind of come down like this where all the edges are touching. Okay, how I did that was I just did like a little piece, or I glued like a little corner at a time. So I took like right here. Oops, sorry. Where is my... Okay, so I've been just getting a little bit of, hold on one second, glue right there. Okay, so, and I'm just kind of gluing the edges. See that? Okay, so I'm just kind of gluing the edges together, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this edge on top of that. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue right there. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on top of there, just like that. And you're just going to go around and glue the edges every, you know, So, like that one is going to be glued to here. Okay. And they may be oblonged, and that's okay because eggs are oblonged, and you know, they're not perfect, or I guess they are. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, but okay. And then this one will go under here, just like that. Okay. So you're going to go and put some glue on the inside of that one. Okay, just like that. And I kind of like, you know, straighten mine out every once in a while. And sometimes it may come apart. That's okay. Just need to glue that one back on top. Just like that. Okay. And I'm just waiting for it to sit a little bit. Now, the last one you're going to go ahead and put all the way inside there, just like this. Okay. And you're going to have these two ends glued on top of there. So I did glue like right here, and then just on either side is how I did it. Okay. Kind of like your egg would be, like on the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead, and you can, you know, take it apart, or you can like release it and just kind of fold your egg in a little bit, that part. There we go. And you just want to bring your ends together so it kind of looks like an egg. Just like that. So that's going to be your egg. But this is how you're going to make your eggs. I just thought this would be like super cute. And, you know, a way for you to decorate your little basket. And we're going to go ahead and make one more. So, pieces of paper so it will glue down. Okay. Now if you want to, you are more than welcome to use score tape instead of glue. I know some people don't like to get their hands messy, so I totally understand that. And but you do want to just try to stay with gluing the tips, okay? Because if you glue them all the way around, it's going to round out. It'll look like a little pumpkin. So there is our other egg, okay? And then again, so I've got 3 eggs in my little basket here. So there we go. And then I'm going to do a few more little eggs. Again, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these papers out. I've got some strips here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can make a green egg with this one. And so I'm going to finish up my eggs, and then I will be right back, okay? Hi everybody, I'm back. So as we have done so far, we made some little eggs with the paper, and this is the Jubilee collection. And I showed how to do a couple of eggs on a little bit ago. And so I finished up some of my other eggs about doing a plastic eggs with the paper. And so I had to run to the store because I looked if I had any plastic eggs, and I didn't. So I ran over to the store and I found, sorry about that, I had to move my drink. I bought some little plastic eggs. So I was thinking, you know, how cute it would be to decorate them to fit in our little basket, right? So this is what I came up with. This is one of the ones that I just finished, okay? And I still used the strips that we cut at a 1/2 inch, and they were 4 inches long and a 1/2 inch wide. So I went ahead and fussy cut a little bunny, and then made a little flower and stuck it in the middle. And I thought that was so cute. And then used some of the beautiful seam binding from the shop. And I'm gonna open up my window a sec, and I'm gonna turn on my light here. So I thought that would be so stinking cute. Well, then I started looking at the ribbon, the fabric ribbon that she gave me. This is also in Tamara Shop, and I also had purchased, I purchased the blue, and then I also purchased this peach colored one. It's so pretty, you guys. So anyway, so I started looking at that, and I thought how stinking cute it would be to decorate. So I went ahead and, again, papered one of the plastic eggs, and then I just went ahead and put down the ribbon around the egg, made a little bow with the seam binding, okay, and I used the pink seam binding, and then I also used, my green came apart, so it's all in a little heap here. The green, the sage, or I don't know what color it is on the website, but it's green. It's like an olive green or sage green, and it's so pretty. And so I did the bow. So this is the sage green that I did with that one. Okay, and then with this one I did the pink, and then I did a little flower, and then I just wrapped that all the way around. Now you could put another flower back here if you wanted to, and you could put 2 bows, like one here and then one right here, but I just thought it looked so cute like that, so I thought I would go ahead and show you. Now I did try it with Mod Podge. I didn't like it with Mod Podge personally. I felt like it was a little bit harder, like it took longer to dry. With the Art Glitter Glue, I felt like it still took a little bit time to catch, but it was a quicker drying time. So that's how I feel about it. But you can use Mod Podge if you want to. I am personally going to use the Art Glitter Glue. And so I'm going to grab me an egg, okay? And I didn't glue my eggs down, but I thought, you know, in the process, after I had done a couple, I'm going to go ahead and try, I'm going to glue it, see if it'll stay glued down. And so, there we go. And then, of course, I'm just going to grab one of my wipies here, and I'm just going to go ahead and catch that excess right around there. The other thing that you'll need to do is you will need to clip off. See how it has like that little notch right there on your egg? You're going to need to clip that off. So I just grabbed my scissors and trimmed it off of there, just like that. Okay, and then so then next you're just going to need whatever paper you want to use. So I thought it would be super cute to use this paper. This, I haven't done one of used this one yet. So, although I really like this, so I think I'm going to use this. So we're going to go ahead and start with this one. So you will need, now this type of egg it needs more, more strips. So you will need about, let's see, we have 6 here. I think I needed 12 to 14. I don't remember. I don't know if I counted it out. So, but and then you will cut. Okay, and I'm going to use that other skinny one too, because with this one, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you can use thicker ones if you want to, but I like the 1/2 inch. I think it works really good. So, again, you're going to go ahead and just round your paper. The other thing that I felt really helped my paper bond was it being kind of a little wet. So what I did was, after I kind of did a few of these like this, okay, whoops, I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to use this side. I forgot. So after I did this, okay, I went ahead and squirted some down, and I just, like, if you want, you can just squirt your base, okay, just like that. And you don't want it sopping wet, okay, you don't want it too wet, you want it just a little bit damp, okay, enough to make it pliable. So if you bend it, it's going to bend, but it's not going to tear. Okay, so you do want it wet a little bit. Okay, so then the next thing you're going to do, and I went ahead and took off my cap because you really don't need it. You're not doing a you know, a thin fine line. And then you're just going to put your art glitter glue around here. Okay, and I kind of like just, whoops. Of course I make a mess, you guys. I am so so messy. So anyway, you're just going to go ahead and put your first strip on just like this. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead, and I just slid my finger along with the glue. So, and then I just put my first strip on all the way and just rounded it out onto my egg. Okay, just like that. Now if you need a little bit more glue, let's say under here, okay, you can do that. And you're just going to go ahead and push it down, okay? And again up here. And then you're going to go ahead and, now I know that this is like really super messy, but this is how I did mine, okay? Just to get it started. Okay, I just wanted, and plus it's wet, it's a little wet, so you want it, and that's what kind of helps the glue catch it, so that's what I found. So I kept a paper towel and a wipey nearby me so I could just wipe my fingers every once in a while. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and grab your next strip and you're just going to put your glue down. Okay, just like you did before. Now I did add glue to the edge of the paper because I wanted my paper to catch. Okay, and like I said, you want your paper a little bit wet. You don't want it like super wet, but a little bit wet. And then you're going to go ahead and just lay that one right on top of your other piece there. Okay, and you're just going to go ahead and work that together so it catches. Okay, just like that. Alrighty. Now once it's caught on there, you can go ahead and now what I did, I went ahead and cut mine off so I didn't have a bunch of paper stuck, and I just cut them off at an angle like this. Okay, that's how I did mine. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put glue on the inside of that edge there, okay, to catch your paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue down there, just like that, and I'm just going to press down. Okay, just like that. Now like I said, you can use Mod Podge if you want to. I just felt like this was I just felt when I used the Mod Podge, I liked how the art glitter glue caught on it better, and I liked how it just dried a lot faster. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and while it's a little bit damp, I'm going to bend my paper a little bit, okay, to kind of conform to the roundness of the egg. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my glue up on here on the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and have my egg attached to that paper. Okay, and then here is where I'm going to cut it. So this is where I cut my paper, and then I put some glue under there so it catches. And then with my excess glue on my fingers, I kind of tried to slip it underneath that paper so I could go ahead and have it catch onto the egg, you know, adhere to the egg. Okay, just like that. Okay. At any time, if your paper is not adhering down to your egg, that you just want to add glue. Okay, and then go ahead and press it down. Okay. Now if you get little bumps like that on your egg, that's okay because you're going to cover it up with your paper. Okay, again, I'm just going to wet my paper. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of bend it. And I'm just bending it a little bit, and just so it kind of forms a little bit of like a boat, you know. And then I'm putting it down, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here. Okay, now it's okay because I'm going to go back and cover those other spaces that are opened. So, okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut right there. And I'm going to go ahead and tack that down. Okay. Now the little ends that you're cutting off, you can always, I saved those for my last part, because there will be areas that you'll need to cover that you don't need a full length strip, okay, to cover your egg, okay? So, again, I'm just going to wet my piece of paper, just like that, and I'm just going to And then I just kind of rolled mine back and forth within my hands and just kind of made sure everything was like tacked down pretty good. And I just kind of rolled it like that. And then you can set it aside so it'll dry. And then you can continue making other eggs if you wanted. So since we're kind of, I mean, I'm not going to, I'm not going to do another egg for you since you guys kind of know how to do that one. I'm going to go ahead and decorate this one. And I'm going to go ahead and use some of this green ribbon. Okay. I thought that it would be really pretty on here. And I'm just going to go ahead, and what I did was I just wrapped it around like this. And then I cut it where I wanted it. So like Let's see here. So I think I'm going to cut it like right here. So I just grab my scissors, and then I just went ahead and cut it down just like that. Okay, and then to put it on there, I just went ahead and put my glue right here on the edge. Okay, and then I didn't put my glue like all in through the middle of my ribbon, because I didn't know if it would get it all like. Bow it all just like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab I think maybe we'll do green, or we'll do brown. We'll do a brown one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a brown bow, and I just kind of eyeballed it, so about maybe 8 inches is what you'll need. And I didn't do a double bow, I just did a single bow loop. So you'll go ahead and bring that bow over, just like this. Oops. Sorry, you guys. Okay, just like that. Like that. And then I go ahead and try to fluff out my glue is still on my fingers, so it's causing the ribbon to fray, so because it's sticking to my fingers. So let me get this off of here. And then you can do one of two things. You can either go ahead and cut your tails the way you want them now, or you can wait until after you pull it off. Okay, and then there's your bow. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my tails after I get it onto my egg. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to find that crease for our where we put together our ribbon, our fabric ribbon, and I'm just going to put my bow right there, just like that. So I just need my little zots here. I think I'm almost out. you can always glitz it up with some, you know, if you want, what do you call it? Glitter or any type of, you know, other, you know, things that you have in your stash. You can always, use those things, but I think it looks cute like this. So there's our 3 little eggs. So again, you can also use your seedlings in the middle of your flowers if you want to do that. So those are 3 little eggs that you can do. So I just think they turned out so cute. And then for our basket, to finish up our basket, we're going to put those aside. Take these eggs out of here. And to finish up our basket, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of, I had did a couple of flowers earlier, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and add, like, you can cover up your little brads if you wanted to. I did a flower here. I think I'm going to stick that one there. Okay, and so I'm just going to stick that flower right there, just like that. And then I can make some other flowers and do that. And then I can also, let's see here, hold on one second. There's a flower. And I could also tie some ribbon on here. So I thought it would be super, super pretty if I went ahead and did a little bow on this side here. So I thought it would be really, really pretty if we did a couple of, we use the green and the pink. Or you know what, maybe I'll just use this and we'll create a bow on. Just like that. Okay, so then for this we could go ahead and tie it onto our little thing right here. Or actually, you know what, it might be just cute just to sit on there. We just glue it down. And I will cut tails on this. So we'll go ahead and turn it around so our little tails face like this. Okay. So let me grab this tail and fix that. There we go. And then, or you could even have your tail sit up here like this if you wanted to. You could do that. I kind of like it on the side though, so I think I'm going to do that. So for our tails here, you can go ahead and cut them. So what I usually do is I'll grab my tails like this. I put them together. Try to make sure that they're lined up. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and cut them. Let's see here. I think I want them down. Maybe I want a little bit longer tails. Just like that. Okay. And then you can get your glue dot, or you can get your score tape. Okay, and I do have some glue dots right here. So these ones are a little larger than my other glue dots. So I can go ahead and grab one, put one on here, just like that. And I can go ahead and stick it right on there, just like that. And you can even do the same on the other side if you wanted to. So it's completely up to you how you want to decorate your little basket. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you could also, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these. I'm going to kind of lay them down, my little tails. And so like right here, I'm going to lay one tail here like that. And then bring this down to my next glue dot and one there. And just like that. And then you can fluff up your bows a little bit, so that way they just kind of look so cute. So that's how you can do that. Okay, and then you can stick all your little eggs inside. So love these little eggs, and I think I'm going to put some more grass in there to make it look kind of a little bit more fuller. Give it a fuller look here. And I will be doing some more eggs for sure, y'all. And so there is our little Easter eggs that we did. And I will be doing some more Easter eggs as well. So I hope that you like this. I hope that you all get a chance to make one, and then get a chance to make all these little cute Easter eggs that we did for this little Easter egg basket. So stinking cute. So there's our little Easter eggs, and I hope that you guys like it. I may get a chance to try making one of these. One more Easter egg in here, just like that. So there we go. So there is our little basket. So I hope you guys like it. You can decorate it in, you know, however you want, and I hope that you all tag me in it if you visit me on scrapbookers of countrycraftcreations.com. And thank you so much for joining me. I will talk to you later. Bye.